Many people across the country have been having renewed conversations about race and how we can create a more equitable society.
Well, today we are also encouraging a healthy dialogue about the issues facing our communities. We're calling it Courageous Conversations. 10 on your side anchor Anita Blanton has our first one today. Anita?
Well, thank you, Steph and Regina. These last few weeks have been very emotionally charged, with lots of important issues facing the nation regarding race. Tonight, we begin a series of courageous conversations to really hear people out as they speak their truth. We begin with a local spoken word artist known for not holding back. I hope that you'll have an open mind as we go beyond a short soundbite and get to the root of protests and unrest.
This message was constructed to be for the people and from the people.
In a 3-minute deep dive into the soul of a black man confronting the issues of today, Keon McDaniels makes one thing abundantly clear. You don't arrive at this level of frustration or unrest from one event.
George Floyd's death came after Ahmaud Arbery and then Amy Cooper in the park. And then we saw George Floyd get his neck kneeled on for 9 minutes. And that kind of, that weighed a little bit too much for me.
And thousands of others around the world who took to the streets. We talked about his piece entitled Domestic Tranquility.
So before advancing as a country, the citizens are going to need some clarity. Do we truly seek to secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity? Because as far as liberty is concerned, a lot of us are feeling so blessed. And that's the point when domestic tranquility becomes civil unrest.
In his own words, in his own way, he gives people a glimpse into the struggle to remain strong when it feels like the weight of the world is like a knee on your neck.
It took a while to even process it, you know what I mean? Because you're also dealing with the idea of another one. Like the fact that he said, "I can't breathe," and people are wearing "I can't breathe" shirts from the last person who said that.
And still mourning the loss of those before him.
Because you operated off fear and bias and wouldn't even listen simply because Carolyn Bryant Dunham, Susan Smith, and Amy Cooper all told you that we fit the description. So now we bear the burden of proof and we catch those on-the-spot convictions.
If you take note of those names, Carolyn Bryant Dunham accused Emmett Till of whistling at her, resulting in his death and mutilation that his mother chose for the world to see in an open casket to recognize what had been done. No convictions.
Susan Smith was a lady in the 90s who murdered her children.
She drove them into the water, but initially said she had been carjacked by a black man.
And then Amy Cooper just recently in Central Park, ironically.
In the same place where the story of the Central Park Five, just recently vindicated, all began, Amy Cooper told police she was being attacked by a black man when he really had just asked her to leash her dog.
I wanted to incorporate other things that have happened in recent history or in history in general to kind of, weave that thread through the situation and let people know that this isn't just about an isolated incident that occurred. This is about something that has been building, and these are the many angles that we're feeling it from, and this is why you're getting the reaction and the response that you're getting.
So why are we so loud? On that, Frederick Douglass dropped the gem. Find out just what any people will quietly submit to, and you have found the exact measure of injustice and wrong that will be imposed upon them. He said the limits of tyrants are prescribed by the endurance of those who they oppress. Meaning, if that's what you're willing to take, that's exactly what you're gonna get.
What about black on black crime?
He says calling out these things isn't negating the fact that there are also issues within the black community, but these marches and our conversation was about calling out the disparity in treatment.
Once you have the courageous conversation, you can establish a baseline of truth. And from there, we can get to the reconciliation.
It starts with uncomfortable truths finally being heard.
And received. Thought-provoking to say the least. You can find Keon's full spoken word piece on WAVY.com, and we'll be having more of these courageous conversations from time to time. Anita Blanton, 10 on your side.